What is good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. Last episode of the day. Very excited for this one because ever since, like, I don't know, 2 episodes ago, or really the whole season, it's probably the best season yet, but we're getting into My Hero, episode 20 of season 6. And the past couple episodes have been nothing but a treat because we're sort of entering this new realm of My Hero where a secret is out for Midoriya, at least for his friends and, you know, close ones and the top heroes and whatnot. Everybody kind of knows what the deal is now with his power and him inheriting it from All Might and how it has different properties and how he's, you know, a big target of All For One and Shigaraki. So he can't necessarily be a UA or around the ones that he loves because that risks their safety. So now he's kind of on his own, doing his own work around the city, or around the country really, of Japan, trying to round up as many villains and criminals as he can on his own, while also being on the move, so he can, you know, constantly be, you know, can't be found easily, I guess, by All For One and Shigaraki. And if that does happen where they come for him, he's not risking everyone else around him. And so we're getting to this kind of stage of vigilante Deku. You know, he's actually using his mask now with his hero outfit, or his hero costume, and he looks fucking amazing. I mean, it looks way better than it did like whenever he initially made the costume or the outfit. And he's actually fitting in it, and it looks so fucking cool. And he's learned even more quirks now. He has the users 4 through 7. And so there's only 2 more quirks that he's yet to unlock or kind of learn about. And he's at a whole new level now. He's got fucking 4 through 7 of the past users' quirks. He's using like 45% impact with like no trouble, but he also has the help of those gauntlets and whatnot because he got a what is it called, a support item from the US thanks to All Might before international trading was cut off. And so he's doing his thing, bro. He is doing his thing, and I'm loving it. I'm so glad we're here. Like, when I was reading this, I was like, damn, this is really like happening right now. Like, this is so lit. And the whole beginning process of this was that huge battle that they just had in the first half of the 6th season against Shigaraki, and this was kind of catapulted this whole thing. And, you know, shit's getting real now, bro. Like, society doesn't really trust heroes, and it's up to the top heroes. Like, Deku is literally a part of that now, that group. They've teamed up. Top 3, Hawks, Endeavor, Best Genius, and All Might as like kind of like Deku's sidekick to like kind of watch over him while he's on the field and meet up with him every once in a while. And then Deku. Like, that is a stacked fucking team right there, and Deku's a part of that, bro. Like, he has no other choice, and like they have to look over him obviously too. Like, those are the best people possible to look over him just in case anything happens, because obviously All For One and Shigaraki are on the lookout for this guy and they want his power. So I thoroughly enjoyed reading this and getting into this whenever it happened, and it was so long ago that I don't remember every little detail as usual with most shit that I read. I only read a few manga, but this is one of them. And this happened a good while ago, but we're getting into some great stuff. And the reason why I remembered so much of last episode, like, I was getting giddy, I was getting excited, because like this was one of the big moments. Like, this is the first big moment of like vigilante Deku, or like him taking everything on his own in a sense, and being able to easily take on Muscular now, compared to his first encounter with him, where it took everything he had to defeat him. And that's where he first really fucked up his limbs, and he saved Kota and whatnot, and he was at such a lower level in terms of knowing his ability and his power at the time. But now, oh my god, he took out Muscular like it was nothing. And those 2 that were from Ketsubetsu Academy, they recognized his voice and whatnot. But that, as you can tell, he's kind of like hiding his identity from other people that don't really know him, or just people in general, while he's on the move, because it's too risky that you never know. So you can tell like he's really kind of cloaking himself with the smoke screen, which I think is the 6th user's quirk. I don't know if we've gotten his name, or if I don't remember it as of right now, but he's kind of cloaking himself with that as well as having the mask on, which really helps. And the dude from Ketsubetsu, that I think his hero name is Grand, he actually did recognize him. Like, he kind of figured out who it was through his voice, whereas the girl recognized his voice but couldn't remember who it was. And they trained together in the provisional license exam in season 3. So he finally realized who it was, like, after the whole thing was done. And it's crazy to see the difference, because they're the same age, but he's doing, like, he has a completely different vibe now, and he's like really being a true hero and has no other choice but to get stronger and do what he has to do as best as possible, because he's a big target from Shigaraki and All For One, and trying his best to, you know, quell the criminals and villains of the country and kind of bring back order to society as best he can. So I'm loving this, bro. I loved every second of it reading it, and I'm gonna love every second of it whenever we're watching it. So I'm very excited to get into this next episode, see where we go now. And yeah, I can't wait. Let's get it, baby. Episode 20 of season 6, Hired Gun. Okay. Interesting title. Interesting title. Let's get it. This is when he went to go talk to Gran Torino. He's making sure he remembers that goal. Like, I know you're trying to save Shigaraki. You're looking for that opportunity if you can. But if you can't, sometimes killing is a form of mercy. Pulled up, baby. Got both of the Batmobiles on either side. Top 3 All Might. Oh my god. Nah, it's different. Yep. It's all to prevent further casualties. Right into the opening. Alright, let's get it. What we getting into now? Oh, the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight of the city. Or the country of Japan. Good man DEKU. Fucking assholes. Dress up? Isn't she just one of those, what are they called? I can't remember the term for people that have quirks like this. It's kind of like Spinner and the one kid in Midoriya's class. I can't remember. Shogi, I think his name is. He's just casually levitating to reach above her height because she's tall. At least some food, bro. Yeah, come on, eat every once in a while, bro. Dude, you see how much he's on the move, bro? He's constantly going to the next thing. Oh, that's the 5th's voice. In the old days, huh? Bro, I love this shit, dude. With the rain and the night, bro. This is looking like Gotham or some shit, bro. Oh, he's talking to those two in the back. Oh, so it's a matter of them, like, wanting to do the same thing and support DEKU? Oh, so the smokescreen user's name is N. Okay, we gotta remember that. To the fan. Okay, so they live during the toughest time against All For One, so they kind of don't agree with Midoriya's view of trying to save Shigaraki, which is kind of All For One. So he must be the second. If he was the first one to reach out to him. Bro, he's our best fucking chance. He's got to be the second. And then the gray-haired kid, that guy, he's got to be the third. Okay. Oh, he's got them all behind him right there, bro. Nah, that is fire. That's probably thumbnail right there. And he's eating. Oh, the title is called Assassin here. Might be a little bit of a translation mishap. Best Genist and Hawks. Sure ass down with that nail gun, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Saying there's still people that sympathize with the Liberation's views, I guess. They think the cause of everything is Endeavor. Which there is some truth to it, at least with the whole Dabi thing, but he's not the cause for everything. So the media is talking about it too. And they're frustrated because they don't have all the information. They don't know everything that needs to be known, which is also a good thing because they can't know about that. This risks Deku's safety even more if they knew about it and they start gossiping about it and like you know how it goes, bro. Yeah, and they're in touch with the rest of the top heroes too. Like Edgeshot, I think he's still number 5 if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he's number 4 now. Bro, yeah, he's carrying a lot on his own, bro. Like I said, bro, he's on his own. Yeah. Okay, yeah, they're trying to lure them out by using Deku, letting him do his own thing. If it was already in its complete form, imagine, bro. We might not even have gotten this chance to still fight. Might have been all over then. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what the first user was talking about. Or the 5th user. The 5th user mentioned that he's trying to use Shigaraki's hatred to be able to overcome them to take the power. Yeah, bro, that dude, All For One is sick, bro. Fucking tapped. Loves toying with people. Bro, this is so much to deal with. Trying to bait out the League of Villains and All For One and protect Deku at the same time while he's doing his own thing. Still doing y'all's own thing by, you know, catching villains and criminals while also trying to put society at ease and gain their... like, dude, this is tough. This is tough. Oh, shit. Damn! That was a good-ass shot! Oh my god, and they already know where he's at, too. Oh, fuck! This is what they've been waiting for. Here we fucking go, baby. Here we go. Nah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god. Oh, yep, there we go. She uses her hairs as bullets. Really? Oh, I forgot about this shit, bro. I mean, I recognize her as a character, but I don't remember her being Hawks' predecessor. Bro, holy fuck. Wow. So this was like the commission's like lapdog before Hawkeye or Hawks. I mean Hawks. The soundtrack right now though. Oh shit. That shit can curve, so she can control the bullets. She uses her own arm and like through her elbow to be able to create the sniper. $3 kilometers. Yeah, nah, she's nasty. She's the best like hero quirk wise long range you could ask for. Bro. And she was once a hero, right under the commission. That is wild. Yeah, without danger sense. Oh shit! Overall is with her? That's right, she was the one that let him out. Bro, he's like insane ever since Shigaraki fucked him up and took his hands away. Because he can't use a quirk ever since then. He's basically just a normal human. Damn, he approached her right away in person. Oh my god. And he predicted that, bro. Nah, all for one neat, bro. This guy, he's got to be one of the greatest villains of all time. This dude is insane. Oh, and it's fucking raining right now. Oh, really? So that's why she's locked up. Why the fuck did she do that? The evil society of hero, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, she's got it. She's got another quirk now too. Airwalk. Here we fucking go, bro. Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing episode. Holy shit. Alright guys, what another amazing episode of My Hero. That was so good, bro. We got a lot of dialogue in that episode as well. But a lot of stuff moving forward as well. I mean, god damn, how can you not love this shit? That was fucking beautiful. As we can see from the beginning of the episode, where we were at in the very, very beginning, I think we were with DEKU right away, and he was kind of helping out this one lady that was trying to get to a shelter, but she's getting kind of harassed by other civilians because they thought that she was a villain or like a monster or something because of her quirk, which I think they're called heteromorphs or something like that. It's where their quirk, like they're literally like a different like kind of like an animal, you could say, or like it kind of reminds me of like Zone, like devil fruits in One Piece, something like that. But they're very like discriminated against, as we learned from Spinner earlier in the season when he was like talking to Shigaraki. So it seems like it's still a thing going on today where people naturally discriminate against them, and just like in that scenario, they were treating her like a villain and like kind of like harassing her when she really wasn't trying to do anything and she was harmless. And DEKU like intervened and, you know, kind of stopped them from doing that and made them go about their day and kind of like saved her in that situation and just lended a helping hand. And then he was on to the next, you know, move, or, you know, kept moving right after that as quickly as he could. And All Might pulled up right after that, took what I'm assuming, because of what DEKU said, like take her to a shelter, so that's what he did, and at least gave him a meal for lunch or something to eat, you know what I'm saying, because he seems like he's on the move literally constantly, and like All Might was really like rushed, or like felt like the urgency to get him that meal before he moved, because it seems like he doesn't even like, it seems like he's kind of neglecting, or not neglecting, but he's not paying attention to much of like his own like self-care right now, because he's so busy on the move and like so zoned into what he's doing. And then as we can see, he gets up to a high place where he's like looking over the city, and the fifth user's kind of speaking to him like, wow, like look at this, like this is kind of like the old days where, you know, shit was just in chaos, and, you know, everybody's too afraid to trust anybody or to trust heroes, or, you know, everything's in chaos. It's straight anarchy. And he's having that conversation with him, and then within himself, all the consciousness, all the users of One for All are kind of hashing it out and talking with him as well while he's taking a break and eating his food. And the first user finally starts like trying to talk to the two users in the back, which has got to be the second and third, especially because we saw that whenever the first user was talking about him, it seems that the second user, like the reason why we can deduce it's probably the second user, he was the first one to reach out to the first user and like kind of lend a helping hand to him. So that's where I can just kind of guess that that's the second user, and then the gray-haired kid with or the gray-haired guy with the like ponytail, I guess, or like the bun. He's probably the third user. So it seems like they're trying to get them on board with the rest of the past users to help this kid out and, you know, unlock the full power of One for All, and allow him to unlock those quirks, because it seems like they were kind of holding back for a little bit because they were so used to their belief, like, you know, they lived in the toughest times. Like, they're like right after the first user, bro. Second and third, like that was during like dark times, like dark times of All for One reigning supreme, and, you know, still trying to catch One for All, and it was just absolute chaos during that time, kind of like it is now, but probably even worse. And they couldn't see how, like, are you really going to put your faith in this kid that wants to save our nemesis? Which is kind of crazy to think about, right? But, like, you know, as we can already see, or what we've seen so far, Deku has that goal to try and accomplish that if he can, to save Shigaraki. But if it's not possible, Gran Torino has reminded him, like, hey, remember, killing is sometimes mercy for somebody. And so that's basically saying, if you got to do that, if you got to kill Shigaraki, then you will. Like, you have to. Like, you got to do what you got to do. So, I think it's kind of cool to see that the first user and the rest of them still believe in Deku, even though he has that goal, because obviously they've been put through hell and they've been passing down this power, trying to stop this one person for so long. And that's why the second and third user were so kind of put it back at first. Like, are you really doing this? Like, this is our nemesis we're talking about here. But that's where the first user went to go talk about, like, you were the first one to lend a helping hand to me. Like, if it weren't for you, I would have never gotten out of that room. And that's kind of like the same thing that Deku's kind of doing, and trying to at least lend out the hope that he can save Shigaraki. Because, I mean, when that guy saved the first user, I mean, the first user is literally All for One's brother. That's a huge risk. And to think about even saving somebody like that, I mean, you would think like his brother, right? Like, nah, we can just leave him to die, or like leave him there or whatever. And it would have never started the journey of One for All to begin with. So it looks like Deku is finally getting ready to unlock all of the quirks, which is the remaining second and third users. And as you can see right there, while he was up there eating his you know, food, it showed all of them right behind him, like all the consciousness of the past users right behind him, and that frame looks so fire. So I don't know if it's already happened yet, I can't remember, but from the way they're talking about it and the way they're foreshadowing it and how they had that conversation with those two, it seems like it's on the horizon. Like, it's really close to him having all of the quirks. Like, that's fucking lit. And then as we can see, what we get into next is Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Genius kind of doing their thing, rounding up criminals and villains, run-of-the-mill criminals and villains, while they're trying to also pay attention to Deku while being separated from him, but always having his location in case anything goes wrong, which is like what is happening right now, because they're trying to lure out All for One, or somebody that's connected to All for One, so they can get a lead on him and possibly attack first, because that's like, information is everything right now. Deku's willing to be on his own, but this is like what they need to be able to lure them out in the first place. So sure enough, they're having a conversation about their plans and like some of their worries and doubts and like the information that they have so far while they're in the car. And then All Might's also like on Deku's tail, like trying to be close by as possible. And sure enough, Deku stops for 1 second. He's about to call or ring All Might, and Lady Nagin's bullet comes out of fucking nowhere and gets that phone right away. And so that cuts off his GPS location. He can't get in touch with All Might. He can't get in touch with the other top 3. And they all know immediately, like, something's gone wrong because they looked at the map and the location's disappeared. So, like, that's his last known whereabouts. They're probably all on their way there, if I had to guess, because they're like, what the fuck is going on? And as they can say, like, what they were just talking about is finally happening. Like, somebody's come out of the woodwork that is working with All for One and is finally trying to attempt to capture this kid, DEKU. And as we can see, is Lady Nagnet, who is apparently a previous hero, who was kind of like Hawks, the way that Hawks is in his situation now, or how he came about to be a hero. And he's like kind of like the hero right under the commission. That was also Lady Nagant. She before Hawks, like, she was right under the commission. Everyone who had a long range quirk looked up to her because her long range quirk is like probably the best. Can get a shot within 3 kilometers. Can change the type of bullet, hollow point, more damage, you name it. Like, her quirk is crazy. And as we can see, she was very successful. But it's interesting to find out about her past and how she ended up in the prison, which is she killed her own partner. And I wonder why she did that, but it seems like she kind of, it's interesting to see, like, this is a hero or a previous hero who actually has sympathy or a view with villains now, just like All for One, where they think hero society is like a false hope now. So she's actually working under him now, and she's trying to get this job done to capture DEKU. But for some reason, she always has Overhaul around her. And he's like an empty shell now. Like, he's been like that ever since Shigaraki took his hands away from him in the 4th season. So I don't know why she always has him around, or if he's really any use at all. But as we can see, this fight is starting to heat up, and this is going to be a good one because she's already, she usually gets a job done in 1 bullet. So she even said herself, like, I'm surprised this kid is actually, this is the first time, a kid's or somebody's deflected, or 2 of my bullets didn't get the job done. So now she has to really work her ass off, and this is going to be a crazy fight. And as we can see, All for One gave her a little gift. So she has a 2nd quirk now, or, I mean, shit, who knows? Maybe she has even more, but All for One, it seems like it would probably just be 1. She's got another quirk, it's called Airwalk, so she's able to kind of, traverse through the sky just like DEKU has his float. So this is going to be a crazy-ass fight, bro. This is going to be insane. And I'm actually kind of surprised we're getting to this so quickly, but like I said, I'm loving the pacing. I'm loving how we're getting to this already towards the end of the season. And it's a little bit quicker than I expected, but it makes sense because, like, when I'm reading it, I take my time so much. It feels like it's like a lot more than it really is. But when they animate it, they do it so swiftly, and it all comes out so great, and it comes up quicker than I think. So when I remember, bro, this fight is gonna be fucking gas, bro. I am so excited for this. And I love the whole vibe of the city right now and how Deku's traveling through it. Like, it's dark, it's nighttime, it's raining. Like I said, it kind of feels like Gotham, bro, like in Batman. Like, this shit is wild. Criminals, villains everywhere. Like, there's wariness everywhere in people's minds. Civilians don't trust other heroes and whatnot. Like, it's crazy. This is crazy. And I can't wait for the next episode now that we know what's starting right now, bro. Oh my god, nah, this is just gonna be fucking lit, dude. I cannot wait. Oof. That's gonna do it for me, though. I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If y'all did, please leave a like down below, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next one's dropping. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good. Deuces.